previous coverage sponsored by GoDaddy.com, the leader in domain names, web hosting services. New customers save 25% by using promo code CES25 at GoDaddy.com.
All right, continuing coverage of the Consumer Electronics Show. Jeffrey Powers with Geekazine and the Tech Podcast Network. We are here with Jason from JCB, and they have not a phone, but a rough phone, right?
A rough and tough phone, Jeff.
Rough and tough, okay.
Let me start you off and talk you through the range of handsets that we have. Basically, JCB are the world's third largest digger manufacturer. So a bit like Caterpillar are in the US, JCB are in the UK.
Yeah.
So we've teamed up with JCB to produce a range of phones that, reinforce the brand values of JCB, stuff that works as hard as you do and won't let you down.
Yeah.
So we've got three handsets in the range. The first one is the Tradesman. The Tradesman is unique in that it's the world's first floating phone. Feel how light that is?
Wow, that's super light. That's how many ounces is that?
No idea.
It's light. It's like a piece of paper. So, wow, that is very light. So, and it floats in water.
Yeah. The fishbowl behind you shows one floating. I'm sure you get a shot of that after.
Yeah.
But it's all well and good having a fully waterproof phone, but if you do drop it in the water and it sinks, it's no good to you.
Yeah.
So this will float. It's got Bluetooth. It's got a torch. It's got a radio. But it's effectively a budget phone. It's aimed at tradesmen and outdoor workers, but also outdoor sports people. In the UK, where we've been selling it for about a month and a half, we're finding good take-up from basically anyone who owns a boat or goes to the water.
Yeah.
You don't want to drown your iPhone at the weekend, so swap it into this. I mean, in the US, this will retail for probably a little over $100.
Okay.
So, it's a perfect second phone.
Okay. So what do you got? What do you got for the ultimate rough phone for those of you who? Who drop, I have a friend. He drops phones all the time. Even his most rugged phone that he's ever had, he broke. So he'd be a perfect test for this.
Okay, so the roughest, toughest phone we have is the Sightmaster. So the JCB Sightmaster is officially tested to 1 ton of pressure and also a 2 meter drop test. Well, let me put that into what we did with it. So we ran over the Sightmaster with a JCB 3CX, like the one in the background. That weighs 8.5 ton. It survived.
Really? Wow.
We also dropped it from 50 feet.
Okay.
The battery came out, it spilled its guts everywhere, but when we put it back together, it still worked.
Still worked, wow.
So if you need a rough, tough handset, this is the one. It's also water resistant and dust resistant, but
He just threw it on the ground and it didn't break, did it? Nope. Oh, maybe next time.
But it's a tough handset. Now, but there's also people who need a tough handset that does a little bit more as well. So for them, we've got the JCB Pro Talk.
Oh, okay.
Now, the Pro Talk, if we talk about the outside first, we've got a 2 megapixel camera. We've got a touch screen. Probably won't get that on the camera because of the light, but it's touchscreen, 2 megapixel camera. It's fully waterproof, so it's IP67 rated. It's got dual SIM cards. You can put 2 SIMs in it.
Really? Okay.
So you can have a personal SIM and a business SIM.
That's funny. That's the one thing I've always wanted in a phone, especially back when we came with, as an IT person, you had like 4 or 5 phones on your belt. That's awesome.
So, or you can have an international calling SIM in there, however you want to do it. It's also got GPS. It's not got turn-by-turn sat-nav, but it has got location services on it. And the other one it's got a built-in 2-way radio or walkie-talkie, and that's non-subscription, so it doesn't cost you a penny. So if you've got one of these, Jeff, and I've got one of these, we can wander around the show all day talking to each other.
What's the frequency on that?
Well, I don't know what the frequencies are in the US. In the UK, there's basically 8 frequencies that are available to the public. Okay. So the chipset in this will allow you to have whatever frequencies they have that are open frequencies in the UK, but also what you can do is if you're a company and maybe you've got a chemical plant and everyone's on walkie-talkies but you've got your own frequency, this can be locked to that private frequency.
Oh, okay.
So the police could use this if need be, or the fire service.
Yeah, and if they drop it or if something happens, they've still got their phone working.
Yeah, and this handset, I'm guessing again because I'm trying to work from pounds to dollars and everything else. But
do it in pounds. How much does it cost in pounds?
In the UK, we're selling this for about £280 retail.
So about $500 to $600 in the United States when it comes to
and
the
this one's got a 3-year warranty as well. So we back it up with, we know it's a tough phone.
Okay. Well, it's got to be tough if you have the world's fastest backhoe running over it, and it's still willing to or ready to start over again. Where do people go to find out more information?
Okay. So the first place to go is www.jcbphone.co.uk. But hopefully, following CES, it'll be coming to America shortly.
So jcbphone.co.uk
Yes.
for all that information.
All the information you need about the product, what it does, what it can do, videos to see it in action, and then hopefully, a couple of weeks after this show, they'll be available in the States.
Can I get a ride in the backhoe?
You'll have to speak to the man from JCB. I can't drive it.
That's a good answer. Thank you very much, Jason, for your
Jeff.
time. For the Tech Podcast Network, my name is Jeffrey Powers.